This is called Neighborhood Logic R-rated.
R-rated. R-rated.
Kathrine Narducci wants R-rated.
Yes. Dirty, dirty, dirty.
Dirty. She likes dirty.
She likes it
My
dirty.
favorite letter in the alphabet, R.
All right, welcome. What is it? It's Monday. It's Monday today. And that means a new episode of Chazz Palminteri Show. We have, with the ladies here, we have the episode today is going to be Neighborhood Logic.
R-rated.
Rated R.
Rated.
Rated R, it's not?
R-rated,
yes,
yeah.
R-rated.
Okay.
But when we say R-rated, it's, we can still show this on YouTube and Facebook. It's R-rated, but it's kind of R-rated. Right, Kathrine?
Yes.
Right, Cara?
Uncensored. Just means we're
It
uncensored.
means we're uncensored. But
No
before I
filter.
do that, I just want to tell you quickly, you want to come and see my show, ChazzPalminteri.net. I'm going to be at the Monmouth, we're Long Branch, New Jersey, November 6th at the Monmouth University for the Center of the Arts. Come and see the show. I think it's almost sold out, so you better get tickets right away. Byram Theater in Pittsburgh. You ever been to Pittsburgh? You did a
Yes,
show in
we
Pittsburgh?
talked about this last week. Yes.
You did?
No.
You been to Pittsburgh? You did a movie in Pittsburgh? No?
I might have been in
Oh,
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh's a great place. At the Byram Theater, November 11th and 12th. It's going to be amazing. My one-man show, voted best show of the year in Las Vegas 2017. The Richfield Playhouse, almost sold out. You better get tickets right away. Richfield Playhouse, November 19th. And of course, the Paramount. I'm back at the Paramount for the 12th time.
Wow.
What?
12th time.
12th time.
12th time. The Paramount.
Where is it?
It's in Huntington, New York, Huntington, Long Island. I'll be there January 29th of 2023. And the Paramount, if you've never been there, it is an incredible place to go. A great place to go. I love the Doyle brothers. They do an amazing job. They have downstairs, they have this room. They have like the Al Capone room, the Billy Joel room.
Wow.
It's
Very
like,
cool.
it's great food. It's a great place to go.
This is Long Island?
Long Island,
Long Island.
at the Paramount Theater in Huntington. So we have today Neighborhood Logic R-rated. It was such a hit last week. We say send your questions in. Send your questions as to Chazz Palminteri Show at gmail.com. Any kind of question they want, right?
Any kind of question.
All right, so the first question we got here
Out of the gate.
out of the case
Out of the gate.
is about the tea bag. This is from Kathy, what's her name?
Kathy Tessalone.
Tessalone. No putting the tea bag in your cup. That's what a wife does for their own husband. There you go. I mean, what is this shit?
I loved it. I loved the overwhelming response. People sided with Jonna and I on this, that the tea bag was a power move. It was a power move.
Kathrine.
I think that we should update people who didn't see last week's. In case you didn't see last week's,
Yeah.
he went to dinner with his wife and
My old girlfriend.
and his old girlfriend
And
and,
her
her
husband.
husband.
And her husband.
And her husband. Thank
And
you.
his ex-girlfriend put his tea bag in his teacup, and his wife got upset and thought it was.
A power move. It was a territory. It was a weird. It was. Oh, she overstepped. People agreed.
Well,
I agreed. Well, you're out to dinner. You're with your wife. She's with her husband. Your tea comes to the table. She doesn't have to take your tea bag and put it in your water. First of all, you're capable of doing it yourself. Second of all, that's your wife can do it if somebody has to do it for you. I'm sorry. But
Okay,
the messages on Instagram. I wish I could shout everybody out. Thank you for the people who saw my site. Even men said, sorry, Chazz, but I have to. Right, John, you saw it. I have to agree.
I mean, getting upset about it later on?
It just was. They just
I
said
would
it
never.
was inappropriate. They just said it was inappropriate.
I didn't think it was inappropriate. If you told me, she was playing footsie under the table with
It's
him,
just.
that's
Thank
something
you,
to get mad
Kathrine.
at. She
Thank
put
you.
a tea bag in his teacup.
There's different levels of crossing
You
the
know what?
line.
All
Have
right.
a little more confidence. Get a backbone. Next.
No.
You know what I thought was
Different levels of
hilarious?
crossing the line.
The fact that he didn't know what the Urban Dictionary version of a teabag was.
That is what I wish we had on camera, because then when we sat down for dinner after the podcast, I was kind of saying we've said teabag too often on this podcast, and we had to then explain to you what the R-rated version
Of a tea bag.
of a tea bag.
And I got to be honest with you. I think I'm pretty, savvy and hip about life. I'm sorry, I never heard of that before.
I heard of it, but I didn't really know what it was. I thought it was when a guy puts his testicles on your eyes. I don't know why. Like you're looking up and he drops them on your eyeballs.
That's what teabag
I
is?
go just a few inches further down, and then you'll correct.
So
it's in the mouth.
So that's what.
Ew.
That's what it was.
So when a guy teabags you, that's what
it
means.
is.
And they explained this to me at the end of the show, and I was like, so dumb. I'm like, really?
You called Dante and asked him if he knew what it was.
And then I called my son right away in California. I said, Dante, do you know when someone is a teabag and he went, Jesus, God, Dad.
Hallmark moment with my dad.
I mean, I couldn't believe it. He said, how could you say that on the air? I go, I'm talking about a teabag. Mom the woman put a teabag in my thing and she got all upset. And I don't know, Tara and guys told me about now it's like a teabag. Anyway. So, all right, Kathrine, you want to go to the next question? You have a question?
Oh, yes. We got a question from somebody.
Go ahead.
And it says, I caught my husband cross-dressing. Help.
But don't say her name. Don't. Yeah.
No, I'm not going to say her name. Of course not. Lucy,
Why are you looking at
sink
me? Why am I
ships.
the first one to answer?
I caught my husband cross-dressing. Help. Wow. Well, I mean,
Well, let me ask you something. What if you walked in and Gianna had a guy's suit on and you caught her secretly? You were watching through the crack of the door and she was walking around like a guy in a suit, but you never knew she did that. Your shoes, your shirt, tie, mimicking a guy.
No.
She don't know you're watching her.
that is really, I don't know. You know what? It's a good question.
It's a little bizarre.
It's a little bizarre. It's a little bizarre. I mean, it might be cool.
And it doesn't mean he's gay.
I think no,
Doesn't mean
100%
he's gay.
doesn't mean he's gay.
Cross-dressers are not gay 100%.
Right.
They're not gay?
No.
Not all the time.
So
no.
they just like to dress up as women.
as women. And I think it's more common. Like this woman caught her husband. Is it a woman catching her husband? That's what she said. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Caught
think
my husband cross-dressing.
Yeah,
Help.
I think it's more common than I think it's a fetish for some people.
Right.
So does he want to, well, I have a question for you. Does he want to make love to you while he's in the other state? When he's dressing up as a woman? I don't know.
I don't think so, because if she caught him, he's not doing it while they're having sex.
Do you think he did
Secret.
it?
You're right.
Do you think he wanted to get caught? It was too general of a
I think
question.
it's a fetish.
Yeah.
People have fetishes, secret fetishes.
Well,
dress
if
up
you
like
have a
a woman.
fetish where you dress up, Chazz Palminteri Show at gmail.com. I mean, what do you
Explain
think?
it better to us. Maybe
Explain it to us.
that wasn't that was too generalized of a.
Yeah, it was kind of general, that question. I guess you didn't
question.
want
Well,
to
I guess there was a
Yeah.
whole scenario. Maybe she
Right.
caught him dancing
Well,
around, with
yeah.
her bra and underwear.
Yeah, singing show tunes.
And then he took the tea bags and taped them back.
Oh, God.
Bringing it back.
Bringing it back to the tea bags. Anyway, listen, educate us out there. If you're a cross-dresser or you know somebody's a cross-dresser, I don't know, it doesn't make him a bad person. I mean, I think they should talk about it, and he can say, look, it's a thing that I like. Can you deal with it? Because it doesn't mean he said he's gay, or it means, and if he was gay, not there's anything wrong with it. Remember that episode of Seinfeld?
Yeah, Seinfeld.
I would say that it's fine, as long, if you... Look, when you're alone in the bedroom, right, Kathrine, whatever you want to do, right?
I agree.
Tara?
Like, whatever floats
I
your
don't know.
boat. But
If Mike wanted to dress as a woman, I don't know how I'd react.
do you
to that.
feel like it would take his masculinity away?
Would-
Like,
would
he
you
wouldn't be
break
as
up with him?
masculine?
I mean, it depends on what it was. Is it just a fetish? Is it a transitioning thing? Is it is it really that's what
What
you're,
if Mike said to you, you caught him in a tutu,
this is no.
and
I don't want
he
the
was
visual.
doing a few twirls in the living room while he was alone? You caught Mike, and he said you caught him, and you're in shock, and you sit down, you have to talk, and he goes, "It's just a fetish. It's just for me. I like it." I don't know. With that's a problem, right?
If I don't know. Yeah, the visual for me might be an issue. I don't know, because it would just be so out of character. I mean, I just couldn't
Yeah.
picture it. I don't know. It's obviously the woman's
Anyway,
in shock.
I mean, I couldn't do it because I'd be
Right.
just a not pretty girl. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
You picture me.
He's with Mike.
Tootsie.
Oh, I love that
I
movie.
would be, I would look like Joe Bag of Donuts in
Oh,
a
yeah.
tutu.
Yeah,
Anyway,
exactly.
all
Not a
right.
good look.
Go ahead,
All right,
Tara.
I got
Your
one.
time. Go ahead.
This one was, all right. I was using my mother's phone and a text came up and it was very sexual. I wouldn't have read it, but it was visible and dirty. It was not from my father.
Ooh.
What do I do?
Ooh, plot twist.
Oh,
Holy shit.
I think, right, that's a,
Anonymous. Yeah, it's a good thing you said anonymous.
nobody put a name.
Well, we're never going to tell anybody's name,
Right.
so don't
You
be
guys
afraid
could
to
always
ask
put
your
your
questions.
name
Yeah, you
and
know
an
what?
initial.
Yeah, I think R-rated, we don't say their names.
Yeah,
We don't say that.
Yeah, R-rated.
You're protected.
yeah.
Well, unless it's like the next question I have here, but if it's that, then I'll say your name. But if it's kind of R-rated, we won't say your name. Don't worry. Or if you just don't want your name, don't put your name down. That's all.
All right, well, what do you do?
So what do you do?
You have your mother's phone. You see a text message, explicit text message from another man.
Could it be a mistake? Did he say her name in it? I don't know. I mean,
There's no details.
wow. I would confront
Know what that's called?
what?
Sexting.
Yes.
Sexting. Yes, that I
Sexting.
heard of.
Okay.
But can you speak to your
Like, do
Mother
you
about
address
it?
your
What do you-
mother? Like, do you want to address your mother?
Yeah, say, Mom, you got this like message here about you and this guy, like, putting heels on and wearing a funny wig. What do you think of you know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute. What are you talking
No, it isn't.
about?
I'm
That
just
was
making,
this one.
No, I'm just making
no.
it up.
No, I don't know what I would do. First of all, gross if I saw a sexting message to my mother.
About
'cause
my mother?
I don't want to even think of my mother like that. But obviously she's a woman, yeah. But you don't want to know
Yeah.
the details. So obviously he said it was dirty and explicit.
Yeah.
And it's not your father. I wouldn't tell my father if that's what the question is. What do I do? I
Would you be
wouldn't.
mad at your mother?
Listen, as a woman, I don't know. I don't know how happy she is in her marriage. I don't know what the details of that is.
Yeah. So
What the
what do you
detail
do
there
is let's break it down. Let's just
What
answer
do you
the
not
guy's
do?
question.
You don't tell your father.
Confront the guy. Do you confront your mother or you don't confront your mother? What do
You
you do?
confront. Of course, you confront.
You
your
confront
mother.
your mother.
Because if you don't confront your mother, you're going to be living with that, and it's going to affect the relationship.
But it's got to be weird to be around her and not say anything.
You have to say something.
Confront your mother.
Confront
Next.
your mother. Next.
Let's backtrack a little bit. Would you consider sexting cheating?
Yes.
Is sexting cheating? Is this your question, John?
That's my question.
John the One wants to know, is sexting cheating?
Yes.
John's throwing us a curveball.
There you go.
Is sexting cheating, Kathrine?
I'll tell you the truth. If I was dating somebody and I saw them saying, I want to do this to you, I want to do that to you, and the answer was, yeah, I can't wait. Yes, I would feel very
Violated,
uncomfortable with that.
How about you?
Yes.
Forget
we
about
know
you.
me. You know me.
You're like the teabag bothers
Yeah.
you.
It depends, though, right? So sexting, how far did they go with it? If you caught your spouse sexting,
Yeah, I don't think he's
if that was the only thing they did, is that really sex? No. But it's very sometimes not having direct sex. There's other things that are more intimate.
Yeah.
How often or not, though, is it going to lead to something? More often than not, it's going to.
Oh,
You
of
know,
course.
I
Yeah.
remember there was an actress, and I won't say her name. She's a very big star. I did a movie with her. And we talked about cheating and all this other stuff once. And she said to me, I'll never forget it. She said, I wouldn't mind if my husband got a BJ as opposed to kissing a woman.
I understand. I know.
She said that.
I understand.
She goes,
what
if he
that
was
is.
with a bunch of guys at a bachelor party and he got a BJ, she said, that I could accept.
I've heard that before.
She goes, but him in a room making out with somebody?
Because that's
No
passion.
way.
That's passion, emotion. That's intimate.
Imagine
That's
that.
more
But that's
intimate.
like on the same level
Yeah.
as these girls that say, I give blowjobs, but I don't have sex. And I
Right.
always thought, I'd rather have sex than
Yeah, at least you get something more out of it.
than
Yeah.
just give than to give.
Right.
I'd rather have regular sex than give oral sex. If I didn't want to be intimate, I'd have sex. I wouldn't have oral sex to keep it clean.
You can say blowjob. You can say BJ.
BJ.
Yeah, that's all right, right? We
That's
can
It's
say-
okay.
all the
yeah.
same thing.
Yeah, but that was strange when she said that to me. You go, I'd rather he do that than just be in a room and I found out he was making out with a girl.
Yeah, because that's like passion. That's like
Passion.
intimate. That's intimate. Somebody, you're not kissing or touching. It's like less intimate, believe it or not, I think. I understand the...
You understand?
I
Guys are
understand the-
weird, man. Well, you know what? Maybe we should leave Chazz Palminteri show@gmail.com. Give us your comments about
Yeah,
that.
I'm curious.
Yeah.
I'm curious. So how do the women and the men feel about that? Hey, listen, what about if a guy found out that his wife,
Was sexting?
no, she
Well, would you rather,
What, my wife
Shauna,
gave-
make out with somebody or go down on somebody?
No, she ain't doing either.
I know that.
No, this is
Obviously.
not happening. She's not doing either. No,
That was very-
either one's
Sunny
pissing.
came out.
Either one's pissing me off.
Right, but if you had to have a preference, that's what the question is.
I would say making out.
Okay. Yeah, it's
I would say,
different.
she was drunk, something happened, and this happened. Could that happen? Yeah, I don't know. I think guys feel the opposite. They would rather their wife made out with somebody than go down on them.
Probably.
I agree with that.
I agree with that.
And I think women feel the opposite.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because men are attracted to aesthetics. Women are attracted to who the person is.
Emotion.
Emotion. So that's, give us your comments about that. We'd like to hear about
Yeah.
that, right? Yeah. You guys out there, I got a very big male audience. Ask your girlfriends about that. Or how would
Right.
you feel? If you found out something, what would you rather? That she went down on somebody or she got drunk at a party and she made out with somebody? Good question.
That is a good question.
All right. Who's next?
Next.
No, I think it's
You
me.
do it.
Good.
Okay. This is, she put a name. Marianne Labito. She says, hell no, the tea bag has got to go. Disrespectful to your wife.
All right,
my
back on the
God.
tea.
All
I'm
right,
telling you.
back on the tea bag.
Overwhelming response. Thank you, Marianne.
All right. And is it you or Catherine? Catherine?
Oh,
She goes.
You go.
okay.
Go ahead, honey.
If a guy is away with his friends on vacation and goes for a massage
Oh, I know where this is going.
and gets a happy ending, is it cheating? Why did I have to read this one?
Absolutely not.
100% yes.
What?
Are you kidding?
Wait.
I hate my guy don't have to be away. He could be right in the neighborhood getting
Well,
a
this
massage
must have
with a
been, this
happy
must
ending.
have happened to somebody, and then
No,
she
this-
Whether they're away or in the neighborhood,
anyway.
if you're
yeah.
getting a happy ending, it's the same thing we're talking about. It's all sex.
No, a happy ending, like not oral sex. It's like
It's a rub and
hand.
tug.
It's a rub and
a
tug.
hand. It's a
Yeah,
rubber
but who's
tug.
it making happy? It's making him happy.
Okay, so you don't like
and her
that.
happy because she's
No.
getting money in her pocket.
Okay,
It ain't
so,
making
so
me
as far
happy.
as you're
100%.
concerned, you're no good.
I say nay to happy endings.
I'm with Catherine on this one.
No
we
to
finally
happy
agree.
ending.
It's
Okay,
cheating.
well-
I think the question though is it cheating? So this person's wrestling with, well, he was away, so he didn't do it when he was home and I was around. That's why that's being mentioned because
there's
that was the excuse
there's
she got.
like there's the 100-mile rule that guys have sometimes.
Yeah, well.
100 miles. I've heard.
Well,
that.
I don't exist anymore. I don't exist anymore after 100
This is-
miles.
No, I've heard that before.
I fade away at
And
100.
forget about ocean. If you're like an ocean away, then.
Yeah.
Well, I heard
They'll
guys
be
go,
looking
all
for my
bets are off.
husband in
I'm
the
not saying
ocean.
it's me. I'm saying talking to men, all bets are off over the ocean. Forget
Well,
it.
Catherine and I travel, so we're the ones traveling in.
That's true. You guys.
So
are the
now
ones who
I
travel.
wouldn't have a 100-mile rule.
You wouldn't do it, right?
No.
Okay, so basically,
He cheated.
you know what? Chazz Palminteri Show @gmail.com. We want to hear the comments.
He
Yes.
cheated, honey. He cheated. He cheated. He cheated.
Next.
Oh my God, Jesus!
Let's move it
Again,
on.
I'm just saying. I got to stick up for the men. There
Next
are,
up,
wait a minute.
Southern
Hold it.
Boulevard.
Hold it. There are men who maybe they're frustrated. They're away. Just wait a minute. Let me just finish.
Yeah.
And he's getting a massage in a fancy place. He's laying there. It's really nice. And all of a sudden he goes, "Whoa." Okay, so it happens. You're gonna leave the guy and break up a family because of that?
It happens. It could be stopped. It
Could I
doesn't
ask
just
you-
happen as a surprise. You don't go to some regular massage parlor and they just rub and tug. You're going to a specific place for it. It doesn't just happen.
It's like a speakeasy
It's
rub
an
and tug.
intentional thing.
Hey, are you on the girl's side or the guy's
That's
side?
a good. I mean,
This one's tough. I think I'm siding a little bit more towards the girls on this one, though.
thank you.
Yeah, your wife's listening.
Yeah,
I know
that's
that.
why.
I know.
No, I go with, look, I agree.
It's wrong,
My
yeah.
wife would kill me. She
Yeah.
knows exactly the same thing. But I'm trying to speak for a man here and give the guys a break. That's all. And I think it's not worth getting a divorce.
Well,
over. That's
okay,
all.
so you're playing the part of the guy, so let's reverse it then, right? Because that's what we're doing here. So Jonna or myself or Catherine go for a massage with a guy, and he does that version of a rub and tug to
And we're
us.
100 miles away,
And
too.
we're 100 miles away on vacation with our girlfriends. Is it okay if somebody touches Jana there?
Absolutely not.
So there's your answer, sweetheart. It's cheating. It's cheating from Chazz because he just said
I
it
guess
without
it's cheating.
saying
Okay.
it.
All right. All
There you
right.
go.
Well, that's a good point. All right. Who's got
Next
the next
question.
question? Go ahead, Kathrine.
You go.
Okay, so this is, I'm dating a new guy. Everything was going just great. I really like him. Up until the point we were going to have sex, and I saw his tiny penis.
Oh my God. Okay.
What is she going to do about
What
that?
are these freaking? Oh, they're getting nuts with these questions now.
I love it.
So that's a good question, though, right? You're really into the person, and then you're going to go, then it's time to do what you're going to do.
What
and
did
then
they say?
he
When you say tiny,
he pulls out a little pencil.
is it abnormally?
He pulls
tiny?
out a number 2.
It's not.
Is it like so tiny it's like a joke, or is it just like on the small side? I don't know. Is she having sex with elephants? This woman?
Is
I
she?
don't know.
Wait, she also how old? It's what do they say? It's not the size of the boat; it's the motion of the ocean. Or it's an
Is that
old-
true?
You never heard that old school? It's like an old.
All right, let's get a little into this here right now. Excuse the expression. Does a man's size affect what happens? If say you love
I'm
the
like
guy-
Catherine.
Kathrine, I'm going to give it to you.
You
first.
answer first.
You
No,
go
I,
ahead.
I think. I mean, when she says tiny, how tiny?
Right.
Because skill set and there are other things that
There's
can
other things
make
they
you
can do.
really enjoy the experience.
Right. Okay. So you like the guy that he hangs around the ballpark before he buys a ticket?
I mean, as
Yeah.
I got
What
older,
does that mean?
I don't know.
maybe more experience. I think. I mean, if it's women do say they like a
Women
bigger,
like foreplay, right?
yeah, 100%.
We're not talking,
Women-
mandingo over here. We're not talking. We're talking like
A regular guy.
you got to have something, but they mean a small penis by just a small penis where you're not
Yeah.
going to feel anything.
Like what's small? Under 4 inches, I would say.
I would hope.
Yeah.
I don't know sizes, but like if it's too small.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, but if a guy has skills,
I never had to deal with things like this, but I'm just kidding.
So my answer, could I give my answer
Yeah.
to this
Go
girl?
ahead, go ahead.
My answer would be, I don't know if you did it yet, but I would just try it because you're saying you really like them. Just try it and go for it. And if the sex is bad, then it's just going to be bad sex. Then it's a no-go.
it's
can't
bad
fix
sex
that.
in
You
general.
can't fix bad
Right.
sex.
It's bad sex in general.
But
though.
you
if
can't-
you,
you
but if
can't-
you're really into someone, would you not see them? You would try and work with it.
well, you could work with it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could work with
100%,
it.
Yes.
You could work with it.
Nothing against
Definitely.
his shortcomings, no pun intended.
No.
No.
But
Listen to this. It's called micropenis, and it says the doctor will usually diagnose you with the condition if your penis has a stretch penis length or SPL of 3.67 inches or under.
3.67 is like my phone then,
that's
right?
your phone.
No, less than.
No, less.
Is it this?
That's
No.
got to be
No,
more like
No, this
4 or
is
5.
like
This is like 5. So if 3 point, so that's about 1, 2, 3. It's about right here. It's just the gray part. That's about 3, right? You would say?
I'd say that's about 3.
I said this is about 3.6 inches. You got a problem, buddy. I would say that.
But can they do something for if a doctor's diagnosing you with it? Is there something they can do for it? Is there a treatment?
Yeah, they can give you a gun. You can put it in your mouth. I don't know what the hell you could do. I mean, oh, God, that was terrible. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh my God! Please,
No, oh, my God, I'm so sorry.
if you need help, please call this
no.
hotline.
No, don't call this online. We're just having fun
All
here.
right.
But look, let's move on. If
All
it's
right.
small,
If it's small, give it a try.
Yeah, give it a try.
If you really like him,
100%.
give it a
Listen,
try.
Give it a try.
And as you get older, there are so many. I'm not saying sex isn't important. It's 100% important. But in the overall picture of life and having a partner, if this is really somebody you can be with, try and work with it first.
try and work with it.
Yeah, because it's like a guy, not like everything going great with a guy. And then the girls, a lot of girls
Yeah.
have those padded bras and
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
an illusion. And then when they take it off, they're flat chested.
Yeah.
What if the guy didn't want to be with you because you didn't have boobs? I mean, you'd feel really bad.
That's an excellent point.
But
Next.
Next.
Now,
Let's-
you have the more
Go ahead,
dirty
Catherine.
question.
Oh, I got another question here. Okay, my best friend's husband came on to me recently while we were out having dinner. I told him point blank, I'm not interested. And he did it again recently in a text.
Oh,
So in other words,
pursuing it.
she said no at dinner. He's starting to flirt with this woman. And obviously he texts her and he's probably like, come on, come on, come on.
What is he, crazy? Why would you do that to your... I'm just stunned how people could actually be so irresponsible with their marriage. Your best friend? Her best friend? What do you think is going to happen? You're going to start dating after this? I mean,
No.
Obviously it's just for sex.
But how
Or
could you...
it's, I mean, he's pursuing it. There's a text. That you put something in writing, let alone, like, that's how
Right.
much you're pursuing it.
In writing.
She said no. What'd she say? He came on to her. What did she do? Nothing. You
Point blank, not interested.
Okay. She says she's not interested, and you put it in text. That's the risk.
True.
I'm like shocked.
So what's your answer?
I think at that point you need to tell the other girl. After you already denied him and he came back to you.
So what do? You tell his
I'd rat
wife?
him
Oh,
out.
that would break my heart. Yeah.
But you know what happens? You end up ratting him out.
And she takes his side.
She takes his side, and he says, no. Well, wait a minute. But what she just said, she's
He
got
put it
the
in
text.
writing.
He put it in writing. Oh. So, because she's going to go, I never did. She took it the wrong way, And then, but he put it in writing.
Paper trail.
Paper trail.
Also, here's the thing.
Paper trail.
Like, I would be so protective of my best. I'd be devastated for her because if he went as far as to do this with me, he's doing it with other people. Or is this the dynamic of their relationship and she's blind to it? Because if he's going for me, he's gone for other women.
That's a real Italian boy.
I would say, as much as it hurts and confusing as it is, I would say tell your best friend. I would say, you got to tell him he's not doing the right thing. And would you really want your best friend with a guy like that anyway? He's screwing her over.
No, 100%.
You're not even doing anything wrong.
But her
You're helping
husband, for how long do they have kids? There are so many different things that can play into this. Guys, when you're emailing questions, you can send as many details as you want without ever saying it's you.
Yes.
So many people are going through what you're going through that nobody's going to know it's you when you write in.
Right. If you want your name mentioned, put your name. If you don't want to mention, just write anonymous.
Right. We're never going to say the email address or anything like that.
No, we're not. So,
That's
okay, this one here. Okay, what's her name? Newsy? She put her name there. Newsy.
Are we putting names yet?
Well, her name is
Okay.
Newsy, and it's not that bad. She goes, enjoyed your teabag episode of the show.
Can't let go of those TV.
I
Chicken
love
teabag,
that that's
right?
what it's being
She
called.
goes, my question: why is it necessary for a guy to scream so loudly when he climaxes? I mean, geez, this is what she said. It sounds like I'm whacking him, not whacking him off. Newsy.
What?
Well, that he's screaming, I mean,
Why is
he's
a man
screaming like he's
scream?
being murdered. That's not.
Well,
That's
I
not
mean,
women
sexual.
scream
women
too.
scream too. I mean,
I also like when a guy's loud. I want to know a guy's into it.
Right. I mean, what if you know what? I mean, Newsy, you gotta listen to me, News. That's,
I don't want a quiet guy.
does he yell your name? Newsy! That's a weird name to yell while you're climaxing. News. Oh no.
I don't
Newsy! Imagine if he does that, he goes, Newsy!
That's a tough one.
That's
the
a
name of
tough
this
one.
episode.
It's like Stella.
I think you know what's annoying you, Newsy? I think it's your name when he yells Newsy. Because you don't know
But
what
how
the-
do you know he's? She
said,
said
"Sounds
he's
like
yelling
I'm
my name, or he's
whacking
No, I
yelling.
shouldn't say that, but I'm
Sounds
assuming.
like so maybe he's. I don't know. I think it's hot when a guy's loud.
I gotta be honest with you. I don't like when guys grunt at the gym. Like if I'm next to somebody who's grunting with a weight, that really friggin' bothers me.
It's obnoxious.
I don't like hearing that. Like, "Ugh," and then they drop it. We all gotta know you just lifted
I know, but we're
heavy.
talking about sex now, Kathrine.
No, I know, but grunting in general.
So she likes noise in the bedroom, not in the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. That's the ticket, Santa.
Yeah, Brooklyn, Bronx. So I got Brooklyn, Bronx here. Old school broads.
Harlem.
Old school
Harlem.
women.
She had the
I'm
Brooklyn-
sorry.
Harlem.
Harlem.
Correct it. Harlem. I
Harlem.
want that thing to go Harlem, Harlem, Harlem.
You know, it's true. Girls from Harlem, they want to make sure you say Harlem.
That's right.
They're not from New York. They're from Harlem.
Yeah, that's right.
That's
Same
like
with the Bronx.
people from Texas. You can't say, oh, they're from the South. No. I'm Texan.
Right.
Very, very, very different.
Sicily too.
Sicily, too.
Yeah.
Are you Italian? No.
I'm Sicilian.
I'm Sicilian.
Yes.
right?
Yep.
Right, Kathrine?
Yep.
Right. Very, it says you girls, you're from New York? They go, no. From
From the Bronx. When people ask me where I'm from the Bronx.
From the Bronx. That's right. That's correct. Yeah. So who's next question? I tell you, these are Chazz Palminteri Show at gmail.com. I love these questions. We did one show last week and it's like, boom.
Yeah.
It hit it out of the park.
Yep.
We got time for a couple more questions?
We have time for one more.
One more question.
You do because I only have the clean ones.
I don't have another question here.
All right, let me go here then.
When I first started dating my wife, she used to dress really
yes.
hot.
Okay.
My wife dressed. I have it upstairs. I left it. I read it to you.
Okay.
My wife dressed really hot when we first started dating. She was sexy and dressed hot. Now that she had the kids, she dresses like a soccer mom. No offense to the soccer moms. This is what he said. How do I tell her without hurting her feelings that she's dressing frumpy? Doesn't do it for him.
Well, I mean, you know what? Everybody says that. I mean, look, guys do it too. The guys gain weight. They get a stomach. They don't dress anymore. What happens is we take our people for granted. It's not really an R-rated question, but you know what? Yeah, but we take our mates, men and women, for granted. So I think sometimes it's good to really, think about it.
Her body went through so much. She had 2 kids. She said 2 kids.
I know,
2
but
kids.
she can still stay in shape.
Yeah,
No,
I
he
know.
said after the kids.
After the kids.
plural.
Oh. I don't know.
I don't think there's anything wrong with him wanting her to dress sexy. I'm sorry. I think it's good. You should always want to look at one for yourself, and 2, there's nothing wrong with saying to your wife, I like the way when you used to dress cute with your heels. Would you do that for me? I like it. It turns me on. If I was her, I'd be like, you know what? I'm going to do it for him.
Yeah.
Why's it got to be a big deal? Or like, get a backbone, people. He's telling you what he likes. So what? He's not saying you
It's
look
probably
bad.
going to make maybe if she's dressing frumpy, she feels insecure or not comfortable in her own skin.
And then maybe she gets more
Right.
insecure.
And
But sometimes you don't realize you're dressing frumpy. You're in a rut. And you need somebody
I look homeless 6
to
days
wake
a
you
week, and then
up.
I look nice 1 day a week, and then that's the night I want to go out with my husband.
Listen, you should be able to run around in sweats and sneakers. You're running
100%.
after children.
Yeah.
But maybe you could make it like schedule it in, like maybe on the weekend, a Friday or Saturday night.
Yeah, do you have a date night?
A Friday or Saturday night.
Yeah, but
do a
make
date
sure-
night and look cute.
Yeah, but also
Spice it up.
Also, the the guys, and I got to speak for the ladies. The guys got to do it too. Like my wife will always say, "How come everybody else gets the really nice Chazz Palminteri, and I get the other Chazz Palminteri who comes home and is tired?" So she has a point. And so I have to I have to make sure when I come home, when I do my shows all over the country, or I'm doing a movie now, when I come home, I gotta try to be nice because, try to be, all right, honey, you want to go to dinner? You gotta. It works both ways.
Yeah,
That's
And
all I'm
honestly,
We fall
are
into
you not
ruts.
offended by that when somebody tells you?
I
Both
would-
of you, I'm going to ask you both a question.
Yeah.
Would you rather, no matter what it is that's bothering your wife or your husband,
Yeah.
would you rather your partners be totally honest with you or just keep it inside them and you don't even know what the hell's going on?
Totally honest.
No matter what it is.
No matter what it is, and if it hurts me because I want my relationship to be great with my wife.
Oh, that's...
No, it's the truth.
I want it honest. I want it tactful. Like,
want it tactful.
honesty without tact is cruelty.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I would like it to be honest. But yeah, of course I want to. Listen, it sounds like, and this happens, like Kathrine said, she could be in a rut. It happens to all of us. Also, the communication. You got to learn how to, you're asking us, so we're saying it's got to be better. You got to be better communicators. Like maybe hint to her, like I'd like to get dressed up one night and go out. Maybe put that in her head. Give her, an advance notice.
Yeah, have a date night or something like that.
Have a date night or...
Yeah. I think. Look, you just can't take each other for granted, and we all do it. I've done it. My wife has done it. We all do it.
Mm-hmm.
So think about that. All right, this was a great show today. It was Neighborhood Logic with the ladies. R-rated.
R-rated. R-rated. Rated R.
Rated R.
You don't know what it's
Kathrine,
called.
she likes it dirty. We went
My favorite alphabet, R.
Favorite letter in the alphabet.
R. What's your favorite letter in the alphabet?
T.
T. Hey, that's right. Before we go, where are you going to be appearing?
This Friday, I'm in Montreal at Lake Cabaret C, Montreal, Canada. And then Sunday, I'm at New York Comedy Club at 5 o'clock for a great charity to help mental health of our veterans.
How nice. And we know we can't speak about some wonderful things that just
Oh,
happened with you.
I got a biggie.
She's got a biggie coming up.
Bigger than that guy's penis.
Oh, shit.
Boom.
This freaking pencil's bigger
big as
than
big.
No. Oh, that's this poor guy. We're going to read a thing that he
No, we love you.
He hopped off the bridge or something.
Oh,
No.
Okay. No, but we got a biggie. She's got a biggie coming up. You check her
I'll
out
announce it the next
on
one.
your Instagram, right?
It'll be on my
And
Instagram.
how do they get in touch with you?
Kathrine Narducci, at Kathrine Narducci.
And how about your Instagram?
Tara Jokes, at Tara Jokes.
Tara Jokes. But if you got questions for us, Neighborhood Logic,
R-rated.
R-rated, you send it Chazz Palminteri Show at gmail.com. You want to come and see my show, don't forget, ChazzPalminteri.net. I'll be all over. I'll be, where am I going to be? I'm going to be at the Byram Theater in Pittsburgh. And, next week is Long Branch. Is that right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Long Branch at the Monmouth University. And don't forget, Richfield Playhouse, it's sold out. And the Paramount in Huntington, the beginning of the year, January 29th, an incredible place to go. And we'll see you. Send your messages, send your questions in because we have a blast doing
Any
this.
questions?
Any question, right, Kathrine?
Yes, or.
R-rated.
Any question. God bless. See you next week.